Welcome to my channel. I am Snippy Joker, and on today's episode we continue our adventure down the DPS lineup. Now, today we're going over one of my favorite characters to play as, Namor. Now, I feel like I don't utilize him enough, but he is a type of character that is a 2-star that I have seen even be at one above all status level. This is your tips and tricks on how to play with Namor. Now, before we get to the tips and tricks part, let's go over some of Namor's basic abilities. Now, of course, his main attack is with a trident. Now, this trident, one of the special things about it is it's unlimited. Yes, it's not rapid fire. It is one, then one. However, you don't have to reload. It just appears, magically appears again, you fire it, you have to aim it, and that's one of the downfalls with Namor is the aiming capability. But for some reason, I don't feel that much of a struggle as I do with single shot characters. The next ability is his trident. Actually, you know what? We'll go to the bubble, the water bubble. That ability allows you to float into the air with a protection bubble that protects you from damage, allows you to get away. It is not the fastest moving bubble out there, so don't think that you're going to get away that quickly. However, in a critical situation where you're taking a lot of damage and you want to try and move back towards your healers, or you're in a placement where you can move away and to another level, use it. His next is his spawns. This is probably the most critical and most important ability on Namor. You put out up to 2 spawns at once that pretty much are like turrets that fire down upon your enemies that you are firing at. I cannot stress how important this ability is, which we will go over in a minute. His last ability is to fire his trident at a more forceful direction, kind of like he's winding up with his trident and doing a more damaging attack. However, it also concentrates your turrets or spawns onto where the trident goes to do extra damage to make sure they take that enemy down. His ult is a giant ass whale, which is awesome. The whale itself will not take out enemies. It won't, unless they are low on health. There was an instance in this gameplay, I believe it's this gameplay, where I used the whale and it did KO an enemy. What it does is it stuns and flattens the enemies that take the damage, unless they dodge it or use a move that gets them out of that type of knockback. I couldn't think of the word for a second. But overall, it is good for a combination of things. If you have a character that uses an ult in a concentrated area, like Moon Knight, if you use this attack, a combination with Moon Knight in the same area, you can knock back the characters and use Moon Knight's attack, or even you can use Scarlet's attack, which is a charged up chaos explosion. Now, some tips and tricks with Namor. The number one thing is use those spawns. I cannot stress this enough, use the spawns as much as you can. 1, 2, doesn't matter, use them. And try and place them in areas where they won't get attacked automatically. I tried to place them on the side walls, I tried to place them on ceilings, I tried to place them in areas where they wouldn't be the main focus of the enemy's attack. And they can shoot around corners, which is something I didn't know until I played this game. I put it on the pillar you just saw over there, and they were shooting around the corner at the enemies. Use them. Use them while you're trying to get away. Get that extra damage. There was a moment in one of my shorts where a I believe a Jeffrey took me over the edge. I got back up. There was a Bucky trying to shoot me. I backed up. I used one of my spawns, and both me and the spawn took out that enemy. I cannot stress that you need those spawns. They are fantastic as extra support. And on top of that, if you have a Luna Snow, you can use a special spawn that freezes the enemies. So spawns are your best friend with Namor, especially if you cannot aim well, like myself. The bubble. As I was saying before, the bubble is a emergency exit window to get out of danger. I've used it when I was low on health or when I wanted to move out of a dangerous area. One, there was a time again when Jeffrey threw me off the map. It is the most frustrating thing when Jeffrey swallows you and throws you off of the map. I floated down because Namor has the ability, if you hold X, to float slowly to the ground. I floated, immediately pressed my bubble, and got back onto the map. It can take you out of danger. If you're low on health, use it. Get out of there. Get back towards your healers. And there was a time where, again, one of the Jeffreys, I think it's in this game, ate me, tried to throw me off the map, didn't do well, spat me out, and put me in a dangerous situation. And I floated with the bubble to the second area. This bubble allows you to dodge a lot of damage and can be used to dodge ults. If I was closer to that Strange on the enemy team, or it was the enemy team or it might have been my team, but if it was an enemy Strange and I was near him and he used Eye of Agamotto, I could float out of it. So bubble is number 2. And then don't forget to use your more powerful trident. Use it as much as you can to not only guide your turrets in a certain direction, but pretty much get that extra damage. And again, you have a melee, you have your regular turn that does pretty good damage. Use it. And don't forget to use your ult as well as you can with a group of them to knock them back, knock them down, and try and give your team some breathing room. Like I said, Namor is a great character, and I do well with him. And I feel like he's good for beginners to get used to this game, to have a good DPS in their back pocket, and to become better to help guide them to higher ranks. So, with that being said, what do you think of Namor? Do you like him? Do you hate him? Have you used Namor before? Do you want to use Namor? Does this help you? Is there any tips and tricks or any moves or combos that you like to use with Namor? Let's put a comment in the chat. Let's have a conversation. I really appreciate it. I love the support I get with these videos. Again, I'm trying to grow my channel, so if you can hit a sub to help me grow, like the video so YouTube can like me, and of course, let's have a chat in the comments. Let's have a conversation with your favorite characters and how you use them. I'm Snippy Joker. I have another channel called Snippy Joker Shorts. I have a Twitter, I have an Instagram, and I have a TikTok. All in my bio, all links to my bio. And one day, I might be streaming on here and on Twitch, so look out for that in future upcoming events. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope you enjoy, and I will see you on the next one.
Control seized! Down them! Rise, my friends! Advantage gained in the material. Glory's almost yours! That is much better. Second chances. I don't think that's welcoming committee. Attack them! Unleash the Ashanti's power! Watch me go! Keep fighting until we have a winner. Takes his place. Protect your king. Pulse charge.